73 wallets accumulated 300 million SkyAI tokens. So there are some whales that know something most people don't. And the question is, does it make sense to still buy into this rally? Let's have a look at the on-chain data, the data most people are not considering. The website of SkyAI is very flashy, and Twitter is mainly talking about whale accumulation, 400 million of unrealized profit. But what does this mean for the price going forward? Hi, my name is Gerhard. I've been in crypto for the last 8 years. I hit my first million 3 years ago, and I did this through active trading, achieving roughly 2% per month outperformance versus buying and holding Bitcoin. So here are the monthly data points versus BTC. That's how that looks like over time. And we also started a copy trading pool last year. That was the average return per member. And this year we are on track to achieve the same, roughly 40% per annum. So feel free to check out the premium membership if you're interested. But in this video, I want to share the data that I look at in order to determine whether or not it makes sense to jump on this rally. Right now we are at 51 cents in SkyAI. The market cap is above 500 million, and thus it's among the top 10 AI and big data cryptocurrencies. The trading volume is going up, yet the token is getting mentioned less and less. That's here on Twitter, and that's here by various influencers. So there is a disconnect here. Why do we see more trading when there's less social engagement? Here's even the engagement number separately. Let's have a look at the on-chain data. So on the Binance Smart Chain, we've got 50,000 wallets that hold some SkyAI tokens. But I'm not sure how much on-chain trading really matters, because have a look at who's owning most tokens. We've got Gate.io with 32% of the supply in one wallet, another 13% in another wallet. Then we've got BitGet. If we just add those three centralized exchanges, we have already half of all of the supply. The PancakeSwap liquidity pool only has 1.5% of the supply. And we see this in the trading numbers as well. On the spot market, in decentralized finance, we only had $300,000 worth of trading volume. But on the Perpetual futures market, on the centralized exchanges, we had 600 million worth of trading volume. So really, it's the bets on the price that makes the price. It's not the trading on Uniswap, for example. And most Perpetual futures traders bet on rising prices. The funding rate is currently positive. There are more longs than shorts. It costs money to bet on a future SkyAI price. And that's coming while the open interest is skyrocketing. No pun intended. We are at 200 million of open interest. So 200 million worth of bets on the price at a market cap of 500 million. That's a massive ratio. It doesn't cost much to influence the price on the spot market, and it moves a lot of money on the Perpetual futures. What I think is fundamentally going on here is the following. There are the centralized exchanges that offer bets on the SkyAI price, right? They offer to bet long or short, and at the same time, they can influence the price. They own a lot of the supply. So what's going on here is that maybe the vast majority of retail investors, they bet on rising prices or on falling prices, and then the counter position is opened by the market makers. And then the spot price just gets manipulated in the way of the market maker position. So imagine you're a sports betting house, you accept 200 million worth of bets, or let's say you accept 100 and the other 100 are on your side. You have 200 million in the pot, and then you're just spending a few $100,000 in order to move this bet. That's fundamentally what's going on. There's a soccer match, team A or team B wins, and then the sports betting house pays the referee to decide if A or B is winning. Now the trading volume is going up, of course, as well. There is positive correlation between trading volume and price, right? The more trading there is, the higher the price. If the trading volume then comes down, the price will come down. Many short investors are already getting liquidated, but this is not yet a short squeeze. A short squeeze would be if we had negative funding rates and then the market manipulators push up the price more. Currently, they are still building momentum, so I would not be surprised at all to see SkyAI at $1 or eventually even at $2. That's very much possible, but it depends on how many people are willing to bet against this rally. If enough suckers bet on falling prices of SkyAI, then the price will continue rallying until there are no more suckers left, and then the price will decline. That's in general the default that we should operate with. Most altcoins tend to go down over time. This here is the performance of all of the listed tokens on Binance in the last year. The vast majority is just going down all the time. And that's how we make money. When I talk about 40% per annum on our copy trading vault, or when I talk about monthly outperformance of on average 2% versus buying and holding Bitcoin, that's simply just taking advantage of this fact here, right? When most altcoins go down over time and we bet on falling prices, and then at the same time, we bet on rising prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, when we play that delta, we can make relatively constant outperformance. Again, because the team is cashing out, venture capitalists are cashing out, and then market manipulations tend to deflate at some point. But it's important to time this right. If you want to join the copy trading pool, feel free to check out Premium. If you want to manually copy trade what I do, I also announce every single trade in the Premium chats as well. You don't have to join this particular pool. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you next time here on YouTube, or see you in Premium. Cheers.